And we are live. Oh my god, this is gonna be the fifth episode. Can you believe that, guys? It's already the fifth episode. It's just a few weeks back we started this one. Now we're on our fifth episode. So for you guys who are just starting to listen into our podcast, this is Design Deconstructed. This is a podcast where we basically discuss everything under the sun, be it art, lifestyle, and just basic things that are for the creatives are very, very important. So each week we are actually inviting a guest to come here and discuss about their life, about their careers, about how creative they are in the industry. But today is quite different. Again, this is episode 5. This is the second month we are on air, and today we are joined by no other than our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Saleh Al Sadi. Mr. Saleh Al Sadi, thank you very much for being on the show.
How are you, everyone? I'm really happy to be one of your guests in the 5 episode.
Yeah, and guys, if you're just tuning in, or if you're a long-time listener of Design Deconstructed, there's a reason why he is here with us today. Because there is something that we need to announce to the entire world from BRILL Creations. So stick until the very end because we are going to announce something big. So Mr. Saleh Al Sadi, thank you very much for being on the show. Kindly tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Saleh Al Sadi, COO of BRILL Creations. This is the beginning of my life. Really, I'm happy to be here. And this is
the thing is, he is our COO. He's a very good COO. And he's actually in charge of basically everything that's happening here in social media. So if you guys are following our clients who we're working with, he is the man behind that. He's the brains behind that. Make sure in the organizing all of the social media posts and the stories and all, he is the head of social media, basically. So, Mr. Saleh, tell us, how did you start in this game?
You see, in the marketing, let's say, it's a long story. Start with choosing my what I will study.
Mm-hmm.
So you will find me in the winter. Where it starts in the winter, in the front of my house. Put my chair. It was like exams days, when I'm in the school. So sitting outside, exams days, you will definitely lose your focus.
Yeah, correct.
You will think in everything, other than the exam what you have. So just I'm thinking what's really I want to study.
Mm-mm.
Because I was in high school. Because all this period, my father is pushing me to choose what you want. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to run away from this question. Yeah. So I want, because it's big really,
Mm-hmm.
to choose what you really want to study. And this is the direction what you will go. So it's a really big decision. So then start searching.
Mm-hmm.
Just, always business is in front of me, but I'm trying to, let's say I want to be pilot, I want to be...
Correct.
Then when I start to study about what I will learn really in this, and what's really its help, and I found that really this is fit to me.
So I want to talk about that. I want to touch on that because you said that you wanted to have this different career, right? This different, and we all know your father, Mr. Saddam. If you're listening, hi. So, how did your father take it? Okay, it's very different because in our generation, you're younger than me. So our generation, they say we were born with cell phones and Instagrams on hand, right? So, but but for the old folks, for the older generation, they're not like they're not that in touch, especially in social media. So how did he take it? That
He's let's say Saddam is open,
mm,
and he try his best to not let his position or his study, because he study business,
Correct.
but in another in HR,
Yeah,
focusing in HR, not in marketing itself. So he don't want to let this affect in my decisions. So he was scared that I will choose the business
yeah.
behind of that I want to be like him.
Correct.
That without thinking.
Yeah, but it's totally different, right?
Yeah.
Because now we have social media.
Younger
generations.
Yeah. If you say, let's say the marketing, before, years before, when you say marketing, that means you will stay in the shop and you will sell the items and try to sell it.
Send letters to newspapers, have it published. Yes, correct.
So always they think it's like that.
Yeah.
But I look it in another from another corner that they have knowledge. The people who selling in that period, they have knowledge. Then when you see how it's this marketing is going up and in a different way in digital marketing and these things, it's really
and now there's no excuse. Like if you're a small business owner starting, right? You don't have any excuse that we don't have this money. No, you have your phone, you can use it.
Yeah, really, the first how really I choose marketing. I choose the business as a study, but how I choose the specific to go to the marketing sector is that I before Corona I stay in my PC. I try to learn something.
Yeah.
Whatever is this, I want to learn.
Yeah.
So what I found in front of me, like a marketing tool, how to do ads.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So if you guys have Facebook or Instagram, that's it. That's like your ad making machine in your fingertips.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I learned from YouTube. Just open the YouTube. Try to understand what the people is giving courses, free courses you will find.
Correct.
So in the first session you will find it a little bit heavy. When you learn something new, you will find it really heavy. Then خلاص, okay, I don't need it.
But the thing is you have to be consistent with it. Like, it's easy to be overwhelmed.
Yeah. So when you being going to try again and try again, you'll find yourself that you are learning something. When you learn something, you will be encouraged to continue.
Yes.
So this is how it's going like that.
But one question is, has digital marketing always been your passion, or did it start from entrepreneurship?
See, the dream, the real dream, it's I want to be entrepreneurs. Really, I don't want to, from the beginning, this is my decide, I want really to jump to be entrepreneurs. And then it's hard, but what I can say that the real dream to be entrepreneur. The marketing come as a tool to help me.
Because it used to be right that entrepreneurs, like in the olden days, we're talking 60s, 70s, entrepreneurs and the marketing team are different entities. They don't talk with each other. You have the people in the board and then the people who are in the market. Now there's this merge, they merge these things.
True.
You cannot survive if you're an entrepreneur and you don't know anything about marketing. So I want you to walk us through our listeners, what is the everyday life? What is an everyday life of a COO or something that's managing social media?
Okay, let's describe it like that. If the company is a ship, I will talk about the CEO first.
Mm.
CEO, his work is to guide this ship.
Mm.
You know,
Sort of
should
like
be
the
like
captain.
that. Yeah, it should be like that. It's as a captain, really. COO, his work to be, let's say he's working with a, customer to be ensure that his expectation is delivered,
Mm.
and working inside the company with the all the sections
Mm.
to be sure that they have the resource to deliver this expectation, so this is how it's how it's your work inside and outside.
Yes, correct.
So you will try to find a way
Mm. So what's
to
the
be
most,
in every point of this yeah.
So what's the most frustrating? Because I know when you say chief operating officer, you work in the operation, so you basically had like a bird's eye view of the entire business, right? So what for you is the most frustrating part of being in charge of operations?
Yeah, that's really the thing that really I find that difficult in the beginning to how doing something while you're doing something and coming another problem come and cut you when you're doing something.
Correct.
So you lose the focus here and you try to focus here, then it's coming. So this is the real, you try to arrange it how by خلاص, this time is for this time for this time for this. If you want to come to me, your time is now, your time is after, like that. So this is how I try to manage.
And also we talked about, before we went on this podcast, we were always talking about these 3 soft skills. What they say, that hard skills will get you into the job that you want, but then soft skills will make you stay in that position. So run us through, because I know a lot of our listeners haven't heard of this yet. Maybe they've been given an advice before similar to this, but walk us through, what are these for you, the 3 soft skills that every aspiring entrepreneur or creative should have?
I think really first, being in time, organize yourself. The third one, it's to be always volunteered, really
again,
being volunteer, in every and each point, don't wait till the people let tell you what you do. Go and do it.
So showing like initiative.
Yes, really. I before I start in business and in the career and before all this, I was always volunteer. Always, you'll find me volunteer. I'm trying to build my leaders as a leader skills. Trying to you have to be leader. You cannot be
correct.
especially in volunteer, because you are not paying to them. You have to know how to lead them in a way, make them happy to be.
And so you can also help them to become leaders themselves.
Yes, that's it.
And also going back to that, the first bullet point is being on time. Being what's it called? This being what's the term for that? Being on time. What's the
punctual?
Punctual. Yes, being punctual. Because I think it goes around. We were talking about this before off cam. We were talking about this, and I told Mr. Saleh that military people, soldiers, like you can train them all you want. You can train them how to shoot. You can train them how to rescue civilians. You can train them basically everything about a weapon. But whether they're in training, whether they're not, whether they're just in their home, most of these people wake up early. as early as 4 or 5. It's like a part of their basic routine. And I think that's something, do you agree with me? It's like, it's a soft skill that is not something you can teach just
Really,
like this.
really,
So
really.
it takes training, it takes discipline for you to be able to do it. And being organized too. I was once told before you try to change the world, fix your bed. You get me? It's
True,
like,
true. This is really make many people fix their bed.
yes, correct. Because if you think about it, it's something that takes discipline. If you're the kind of person who just wakes up and just leaves your bed like that, and then you go out in the world and complain, this, that. It's it's not showing that you have discipline in yourself. I mean, how could you go out there when the very simple things you can't even do, right?
True,
And
true.
it also goes into the workplace. Do you agree? It goes into the workplace. And the last thing is, leadership, which is a very because all of us, you're training people too. And then one day they're going to be leaders
they will
themselves.
be leaders, really. They will learn from you. You will learn from them also.
Yes, correct.
So I will never say, as a before, as a volunteer or no, I will never say to anything no.
Yes.
I will say yes, because I know in every step that I will learn something.
Yes, or
Yeah.
that mentality that let's try.
Yeah, let's
We
try.
know it's impossible,
Yeah.
but let's try.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, but for me, I really love people who are like that. I've worked with a lot of people who are like that too before, who have this what do you call this, unyielding attitude. Like, that's not gonna work, but they're still going to try and do it. Right?
This is really, okay, it's built my personality. Okay, I'm saying yes, I'm learning, but it's come to me sometime with a problem because of this decision. I reached to the point that hard to say no.
Yeah, it's hard
I would
to say
say I would say always yes. It's like-
But also being part of that, what do you think? So you're also in operations, right? And you're also dealing with clients. Where do you draw the line from being a leader, not saying no, always saying yes as much as possible, to being hardline on your clients? Of course, when you're dealing with clients, you have to negotiate, because some clients really are going to squeeze you.
There is one guy said, I was complaining before he's have manager. I'm start complaining from my manager. Then when I open my business and start to deal with the customer, I say, oh, my boss was with
It's a different story altogether.
Really?
Yeah, because that's true. if you guys are aspiring entrepreneurs right now, you have a 9 to 5 job and you're dealing with bosses and your managers and all that. You want to make a business, trust me, when you start a business, you're gonna hate your customers. You're gonna be like, oh my god, you think you had the worst time with your boss. Wait until you deal with customers.
Really, it's hard, but you will enjoy. You will enjoy.
And also,
you will learn a lot.
yeah, correct.
Especially, when you choose COO, really, I choose that to be COO, to be in every and each
Yes.
work, so I will learn from them.
Yes, and
So I know how it's work.
Yeah.
I know how they do it. How's the process? So this is give me a lot.
Yes, and because I think that's also the advantage, because you're in operations, your feet is always on the ground with the people who are actually, you know how things are operated down to the last single detail. And I'm going to share this story. When Sir Saleh used to sit behind me when I'm doing designs and all, Like, that's how meticulous he is. He likes to see how things are going. That's how you do it. Oh my god, that's how you do it. And then, like,
We learn a lot. Bro.
yeah. And then, also, we also heard that you are going to have your own podcast show.
Yeah.
So talk about it, please, because we are very excited.
Yeah. So our podcast will be it's, behind the brand. We will focus on the entrepreneurs, or who's sorry. We will focus in the brands, and then we believe that in every and each brand have story.
Correct.
We in this podcast, our goal to highlight this story, to let the people know how they start, what's the challenge they see, they face, what's the things they go through it. So to highlight all these things and let them had I like to listen to stories.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because you will learn from it a lot. One guy always say me, learn from people who already there.
Yeah. Plus, it's also a great way because this podcast that they're about to available soon. We'll be launching soon, right? This podcast. It will also be available in Spotify, YouTube. What else? Instagram. Yeah. So I think the most beautiful thing about this, when I heard about this new podcast that you're hosting, which is Behind the Brand, is I think you're showcasing the small businesses here in Qatar, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We, also, whatever you will learn. I told you, from each brand you will get a story, and this story will teach you a lot.
Yes.
So that's why we are not considering that it should be big, or it can be small.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of if you guys for our listeners abroad, here in Qatar there are a lot of small businesses, right? Like run-of-the-mill, family-owned small businesses, and I think it is about time that we hear their stories. Sometimes it's not just about the products. Like there are how many? There are like thousands of tea shops here in Qatar, but each and every one of those, like those small stalls, they have this unique story to tell. Like you would know how these families survive, how this father made sure that all his children would go to university and all that. I think it's beautiful, right?
Yeah, really.
To hear those kind of stories. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening right now, that will be it. So it will be Behind the Brand.
Behind the Brand.
Yes, Behind the Brand podcast. It will be hosted by Mr. Saleh Al Sadi, and they will feature all of the small businesses here in Qatar. So if you guys are small entrepreneurs or small business owners and entrepreneurs and you want to get featured, please don't forget to message us on Instagram. Just message us, hey guys, I've heard your podcast and we want to get featured. This is our story. Please message us. We are always reading your messages. Okay? And so here it is. If you guys clicked on this and you saw that we have the title is Are You Ready for the New BRILL Creations? This is it.
Yeah.
So this is the big announcement. Okay, if you guys stayed up until now, thank you very much. Thank you very much, because now we have a big announcement. So if you guys are new listeners here in our show, you would know that Design Deconstructed is under BRILL Talks. It's a division of BRILL Creations, and what BRILL Creations does, we do social media marketing for clients out there. We do events also, but now there will be slight shift. So now there's a big announcement, because starting the next few weeks, we are launching a new platform where all of creators can get their own stuff, like collectibles and all, from bags to jewelries.
Yeah, it will be really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big, really. We start to think how we can, as a jewelry and these things, to highlight the creators.
Mhm.
Everyone here is a creator. The mother is a creator. So the new face of BRILL Creation to highlight these creators, either
Mm.
selling the creatives items,
Yes.
or selling the highlight them as a stories, worth to tell really, or as a the photographer, they will find their
Yes.
place there. The who's working in art, they will find their place there. So wait for it, stay attentive.
So that
Yes.
would be, that's just the first one, by the way. That's just the first. Okay, that's just the first announcement. And the first announcement will going to be that it's a platform by BRILL Creations, made by creators for creators. So we're not just selling there, guys. If you are a painter, you're a photographer, you are a visual artist, we can have a discussion right now, and you can message us, say that, hey, I do artworks and all that. We are going to provide you the platform as well, so you can sell all of your products in there, and then it's a good way to actually showcase your work.
Yeah, even you, or if you know someone
Yeah.
who's really interested in that. So
Yes.
we are happy. We are
And-
happy to work with you guys and grow together, inshallah.
Yeah, and aside from that, aside from platform, we're going to sell those collectibles, those creative collectibles. We're also going to have our new services right now for prototyping and design. So now, here in BRILL Creations, in the next few weeks, I think we're going to launch our new platform. We still can't say the name as of now, but it's also a platform where you can go and send your designs, and we're gonna make it for you. Prototyping. And if you're a design student, maybe you're working in fashion design or in architecture or industrial design, and you need help for your project, your university project, we now offer design consultation. So stay tuned for that one. Design consultation, we have designers that are going to help you make sure that your project is up to standards, and also prototyping. So we're talking about 3D printing for this. So we are very excited. Okay, so and then next one is going to be this new platform, where basically it's a journalism platform. It's an aggregate where we're going to feature the best things here. That's the things that are happening here in Qatar. Think Google News, think BuzzFeed. This is the kind of level that we have right now. So these are projects that have been, under wraps in BRILL Creations for how many? Since 2 months, 3 months?
Since we start.
Since we started. So since we started, we had this. So just imagine the amount of work that goes into this. And we're also launching this new platform now for stock videos and stock images, where you can go log in and download stuff for your own projects. Again, still under BRILL Creation. So really, guys, really, this is a huge change. This is a creator. Basically, this is an umbrella for creators.
Yeah, really.
Basically everything that you need. If you are a creator, photographer, videographer,
This is our
painter,
goal.
everything you need is going to be here. And not to mention, we are now launching our new, so again, watch out for this one, because we are going to be launching our new line of contents for YouTube, right? So we have now content creators who are going to be posting regularly right now on our BRILL Creations YouTube channel. So we have a lot of shows lined up for you guys. So we really, really appreciate it if you guys would follow us, because in the next few days, right? In the next few days, we're gonna start posting. So you better be on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are big announcements, and so I think that's it. We have to close this, but before we go, I have some last questions. Okay, I have some final questions. So first one, Mr. Saleh, what was your biggest regret? Come on, no, baby. Why? No, this doesn't have to be.
Yeah, this is a hard question, but what I believe really that I will never be regret in something happened in the past. What I believe that what I'm in it now, and what I will reach, and what I'm working in it now, it's just a plan from God. So I'm happy to take it. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Say always Alhamdulillah.
Very
so
beautiful, yes.
Really, I see that I
all
cannot
happens.
remember something.
Yeah.
I
It all happens
it.
for a reason.
Yeah, all happen for a reason really.
Okay,
So-
and if you can recommend three books for our listeners, what would they be?
Let's say my best book, and the first book I read it, and the first book he really lead me to be a entrepreneur. It's the Rich Father and Poor Father.
Ah, yes.
Really, I like
yes.
it.
Yeah, because that book
Yeah.
went viral.
Yeah, really.
It changed a lot. Like,
Really, this is the book who really put this on me, and but my goal that I want to reach to this level, not always working here and there. No, I want to be here. So this is the best book. I read it and changed my life. Really.
Okay, and before you go, where can they find you online for our listeners?
Yeah, you will find me in Mr. BRILL account in Instagram. Also LinkedIn, and that's it. Two platforms public.
Okay. So guys, that's it.
Instagram or
please
LinkedIn.
follow him on Instagram at Mr. Brill, right?
Yeah,
Mr. Brill.
Mr_Brill.
Yeah, Mr_Brill. That will be Mr. Saleh's Instagram account. Go follow him because he's gonna post a lot of content in there. Okay.
Wait for it.
Yes, wait for it because there are a lot of big things that are going to happen right now. Actually, we just started filming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we just started filming, and we cannot tell you just how big this thing is. Like, we've been through a lot of places. So, guys, thank you very much. If you've been here and you listened up until this point, thank you very much. And Mr. Saleh, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for choosing me as a guest today.
Thank you.
So I'm happy to be here. Thank you. Thank you, Brill. Thank you, team. Thank you, everyone who's handling this. So I'm really proud of you, proud of our work. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for our listeners. Thank you very much. That will be the end of episode 5, Design Deconstructed. I will see you again next time. Thank you and God bless.